So we're looking at basic upper back massage. Cream wise, you can use whatever cream you like. I would strongly suggest that you use something that's not too slippy, and obviously something that's going to not be allergy issues for the skin, and you want to make sure that the skin and the body is nicely, not so much slippy, but it's not going to get too tacky for when you move on it. Okay, in terms of just the cream that I've just got basically like a Sorbolene moisture cream at the moment. If you wanted to use something that's got a little bit of oil in it, you tend to slip, and it's not that easy to go. Have it within easy reach so you can just get some more if you find that the lotion's been absorbed a little bit too much. From a comfort zone point of view, if backs are sore, you can put a pillow under the belly, and you can put a pillow under the legs at the end. If you want a bit of comfort, obviously you can have a towel underneath you and a towel on top just to get a bit of warmth through, but we're just going to stick as we are. Head-wise, we're obviously in an advantage where we've got a face hole that Ryan can breathe in, and we're going to start just literally upper back and see how we go. So starting from the top here, we're doing what we call effleurage. So it's 2 fingers, hands come down, we come across the body and up through the lats and back across the traps to center. So it's pushing down, downward pressure as we go, outward downward pressure as we come out and across the lats, pulling up through into the armpits and then across through the back. The big things when you're doing massage, if you are going to be doing massage on anyone, is that nails are short. Obviously from a client perspective point of view, and if you've got rings on that can dig in, then you take rings off. Mine, unfortunately, were a little bit stuck on my fingers today, so I can't get them off. So you can see as I'm pushing down, I've got a little bit of a stride stance in my body, and I'm just trying to get a bit of weight and pressure through. So I'm pushing down as I go. So it's a press along each side of the vertebra, going down the muscles through the spine. We're pushing out, down through the ribs. We're pulling up through into the lats, into the armpit, and I'm pushing down through the shoulders here, and then I'm coming up through traps to the top of the neck, and I'm giving that a little bit of a gentle tug here as I go. So we'll do a couple more through with that technique here. Okay, now coming in through the top here, I'm just going to start through the top of the traps, so at the upper traps area, and I'm just doing some gentle circles out, just using my thumbs, and then I'm going to press out and through and then come back in. So if you prefer, you can use your fingers as you go, circle out and out, down and through. I'm going to just change back to my thumbs here and just go in. So in this area here, it's the area just above your shoulder blade, so the top edge of your shoulder blade. So you've got traps at the top, you've got a little bit of your supraspinatus muscle just above the spine of the scapula. So just where your shoulder blade starts, and we're working through those muscles there. And then what we're going to do is start and work our way down through the spine. Okay, so again, if you start near the top, you can have a feel as you go down of what's going on in those muscles at the back. And I'm just going to do some gentle circles. So I'm going to run all the way down the paravertebral muscles of the spine to about waist level, and then same again, you go back, you come up, and we go again. So just using thumbs or fingers, whatever is most comfortable for you. And you want downward pressure, relax, downward and around, relax, downward pressure and relax, all the way down through the muscles of the spine. Press out and back up. If you feel that there's any areas where it's a little bit knotty, then obviously you can do a little bit more on those areas. Now, what happens when we massage, I'm going to stay on one area over here and see if you can see it, is that you'll get a little bit of a red area. So what's happening is you're increasing the blood flow in those areas. Now I'm just going to gently just put a little bit of pressure, working in towards the spine, and then press out, and then going out from the spine, just using the heel of my hands. So you're just making little V's as you go. So however you're doing your massage, you just do whatever works for you. So same thing, you're always trying to come back up towards the armpits because that's where your lymph nodes are. So if you have sort of activated any waste products, so remember, if you've got knots and muscles and little areas of tightness in your spine or in your back, what will generally happen is they're in spasm, and those spasms hold the muscle tight, so it's reducing blood flow, but it's also holding the waste materials in there. So what happens when you start massaging is you get a little bit of an increase in the blood flow. Obviously, as you go, the muscles relax, and as they're relaxing and all that blood is pumping through, you're getting rid of some of that waste material. So as those come around and through the body, you might find that you end up with a few toxins getting released. So that's why it's important, if you do get that sort of headache response after massage, it's because the toxins have been released and they're flying around your body and they give you that sort of headache. And that's why it's important to drink plenty of water afterwards, so it flushes out and helps get rid of those toxins as you go through. So that's sort of a basic way of looking at some massage. You can start, like I said, with your effleurage coming in, and then small circles across the top of the shoulders, small circles going into the top of the neck, and then down through the paravertebral muscles of the spine. And then if you want to, just some stroking or sort of kneading work, you can do single hand on one side. So you've got that pressure and pull, press out and pull. And again, you're trying to drain it up in towards the armpit. Have that hand on, so you've still got some contact. And if you do need to put more cream on, I would say keep one hand on so the person knows you're there, and then use that extra bit to get the more cream rather than taking hands off and then coming back on. So keep a hand in contact, get your extra bit of cream if you need it, and I'm just going to finish with upper back here with a little bit of light effleurage again. When you've finished where you're doing, I would come into centre, or I'd come at the top, wherever feels comfortable for you, and just give light pressure before you release. Okay, so upper back, neck to about the end of the ribs here. If you were doing whole back, you'd go all the way down and up, and then we'd come around and actually work on the lower back. But I'm going to do the lower back as a separate section for you.